Hello and welcome back to a brand new video. If you're new here, then welcome. My name's Alex, I'm a cameraman and I take you behind the scenes of the jobs that I get to do across the UK and also in France.
Alex from the future here, just pausing Alex from the past to let you know that there's an exciting announcement later on in this video revealing a new or potential new exciting project. Also, to let you guys know, our new posting time will be Thursday at 5:30 PM UK time. I'm not sure what that is US time, but stick it down in the comments for those who don't know. So yeah, that's our new posting time. You can expect a video every week, Thursday, 5:30 PM UK.
So I'm actually preparing now to go back to France. I'll be leaving in 9 days now, and I'll be there for about a month. So the first job I've got to do is actually replace this roof cage that's on top of my car, the cargo luggage holder, if I can get the words out. So I've got a parcel up there, I'm going to take it off and open it. I've had it for about 2 weeks, but I've not had any time to open it yet. So let's hope that the correct thing has been sent to me. So yeah, without further ado, let's get this package down and opened and check it is what I think it is. As I said, I've been absolutely dying to get this open because I've been so busy editing. This has been my reward for after the editing's been done to get it open and get it on the car. So, yep, without further ado, let's get it open. I really hope it is what I think it is. If it's not, then we'll find out together. That's it. There's a lot of tape on it, that's for sure. Oh, taped and stapled. Let's just get her open. It looks to be what I wanted it to be, which is good news. So what you can see here is my roof cage. It's in 4 pieces, so I need to build this first. Starting off, obviously, that's the front, this is the back. Luckily, it has come with all of the different bits and bobs that we need it to, like the side plates, the nuts, the bolts, the screws. So what I'll do is I'll quickly get this one assembled, and then we'll get to disassembling what's on the roof already. This one is actually slightly larger than the one I've got on at the moment, which is fantastic, which means the wheel that I have on my roof will be able to fit inside this cage rather than just kind of sitting on a couple of bars that it is at the moment. It will be properly secure up there. So here are the instructions that I have. It's obviously not going to be too difficult to build with only 6 steps, but yeah, this is what it's going to look like, hopefully, when I'm done with it. And then, as I said, we'll get this on the car and get the old one off. Are we recording? Yeah, we are. Okay, so as you can see, this is why I've been needing to do this job, because over time zip ties do just fail, and this wheel is currently being held on with this really old strap and what are now these really old and sun bleached zip ties. So yeah, we'll get this off. I'm not going to cut this just in case I want to reuse it, but I don't think I will. So yeah, I'll untie this first and then do the zip ties. And then underneath here, how the wheel has been held on in the past. Oh, in fact, I'll show you that after. So the reason I have this wheel on the roof is so that if the car is completely full of camera kit and I get a flat tyre, which does happen, I don't have to empty the car, if it's raining for example, of all of that camera kit to replace the wheel. All I have to do is jump up here. Yeah, admittedly I'll get a bit wet, being up here, but it doesn't matter. It's better than unloading thousands of pounds worth of equipment, which could then potentially get damaged by the rain just to change my tyre. So what I like to do is have it up here so that it's easily accessible for if anything does go wrong. Cool. So that was that old strap, completely green. Now, get these pliers or a knife out. Maybe a knife. That's one. Whoa. There's no elegant way to climb on the roof, unfortunately. So that's the wheel free, literally. And then I'll show you the horrors of what lie underneath. All of these zip ties. So that was what was predominantly holding this roof rack on, was all of these zip ties. Now, because it's so much larger, it will span and carry the weight much easier than having these bars underneath as well. So let's get this wheel off. And then after we've got that wheel off, we'll be dismantling all of this and taking this down as well. Awesome. It's quite a big job actually, and then we'll put that new one on top and get the wheel re-secured back on the top there as well. So yeah. And there's no elegant way to get off the roof either. Can't you just have to fall off? That looks like that bit's free now, by the looks of it. Yeah, other than me standing on it, obviously. And then the next thing we need to do is disconnect this, this, and this. And then this whole roof cage should come off in one go then. Fingers crossed. I might reuse these bars to strengthen the bottom one, but we'll see. Okay, get back down, find a socket that'll fit that, and then get this off. Okay, so this one's now broken free, as you can see. This one's now also broken free from these two bars, and now all I've got left is this one to do, to free these two bars. But these are incredibly rusty. Like, everything on this roof has obviously been battered by the elements for a couple of years, so trying to break everything off. I did paint it all as well, so it doesn't make it too easy to get these nuts off when you're dealing with paint on the threads as well. I would have used some WD-40 if I had any, but I don't have any. But this one is a struggle, definitely. Not low enough yet. There we go, that was the dodgy bit. Now it's time to rinse it off with the hose. I've just only cleaned the roof, not the sides, not the wheels or anything like that. I'll do that another day. But yeah, just so we could get the new roof bit on, give the roof a spray, and then get the new cage on top. And then I'm going to tell you about a secret project which I might have coming up. So yeah, do stay tuned, it's very exciting. Right, so now one last bit, get the cage on and then get back home. So let's do it. A bit slippery. Okay. So what we'll do is I'll just roughly get these on and then adjust it to where I think it's all straight. What I think I'll end up doing is utilising some of these old fasteners as well, eventually. Not today, but I will probably add those into the system at some point, just to give it some extra strength, because I do put some weight up here. Check the boot once more, opens just fine. Yeah, loads of space. So it could actually come back a little bit further, this cage, but next time. It looks like I might have to move this bar forward So unfortunately, it looks like I'm going to have to move the 2 horizontal bars into different positions because they're at different points from where the old roof rack used to be. So what I'll do is quickly shift them around and catch up with you when it's done. Okay, so it's now another day. I've had a haircut, I've got changed, and I did finish the job on the roof. The thing that took me a long time was having to move the 2 horizontal bars back and forward so that they marry up with 2 of the other bars that are on the black roof rack. Sounds a bit complicated, but I'll overlay a shot of that here just to explain a little bit better and demonstrate a little bit better about how it is fixed to the roof and how it is a lot safer than the old one. The old one that I must have had for 6 years, so it was super rusty and definitely past its best buy date. So yeah, that's all done. That was the first step of preparing to go back to France. A couple of weeks ago, I booked Layla into the vets because she needs something called a European health certificate. They used to do passports for dogs, but now they don't. They just do these healthcare certificates, which are extortionate. So I pay £300 every single time Layla leaves the British border. So regardless of whether you spend 2 days in France or 2 weeks in France, or 2 months in France, it doesn't matter. Every time you leave the UK, you have to pay 300 quid for this health certificate. So yeah, bit of a nightmare. And you can get around it if you've got a property in the EU. You can just get a passport for your dog if you register it at that address through a French vet, which seems to work quite well. But unfortunately, I don't have a property there. So at the moment, the best option for me is to use this £300 health certificate for the EU. And it only lasts 3 or 4 months as well. And you have to use it within 10 days. Sorry if it sounds like a rant, but it's not. I've just done it so many times now. I know all of the ins and outs for it. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier in the video, I do also have a project in mind, something that will help us travel, help us get from A to B and be comfortable at point A or point B. So yeah, I'll pop that up on the screen now. We're looking at something like this or something like this, just to use as a base camp for when I'm traveling around, whether that is all the way up in Scotland for a job, all the way down on the south coast, or all the way over in France. I'm thinking that something like this to renovate on the channel might be interesting for you guys, but also be super useful for me in the future as well. So yeah, that is the idea for a new secret project. If you do think this is something you want to see on the channel, then stick a comment down below just to let me know. And I will have a look at pursuing it further and having a look at a few more ads on Facebook Marketplace and also on Auto Trader. So yeah, I think that's everything for this video. As I said, the next steps are tomorrow, taking Layla to the vet to get that certificate signed off. And then I will be leaving at 9 o'clock on Tuesday evening to get a 3 AM ferry over to Calais in France. So I should hopefully be at the convent or the chateau for about midday on Wednesday. So I'm looking forward to that and being back with the boys in France. So yep, thanks again for watching this probably strange little bit higgledy-piggledy video. There's some exciting stuff coming, so do stay tuned and do subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, and next time I'll see you, I'll probably be in France. So catch up very soon. Goodbye.